you're back. Oh my God, Quark. That
Yeah.
was a great interview with Directanet and Maris and the whole team.
Yeah, it's a shame that it was so hard getting what 8 people's schedules
Was it
together.
8?
Yeah, well, including the two of you.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
tough.
the
You just
collateral
have to
damage.
sacrifice your host, your
Yeah,
co-host.
Yeah. Okay
much
lang.
to the of the newly discovered Mel heads.
Newly
Mel
discovered. I've
heads. Huh?
known all of them for a long time. I do have like a cult
Wow.
following. Hello to my fans.
Yeah,
What?
Mel now on video for the past 2 months.
No longer
Um,
hiding in audio only. Now I'm like, I
yeah.
have to put on makeup. Jesus Christ, I have to brush my hair.
I know.
Ay, nako.
It's such a it adds so much time to my recording schedule.
Wait, I want to say shout out to Paul, one of the fans I met over the weekend. It was like
Oh,
pickleball practice for me, and I went somewhere, and then he just walked up and said, "I'm such a big fan of your podcast." So hi, Paul.
yes.
That's
Nama.
nice. When he approached, was it like with intent in the stride? Was he looking dead at your
No, he knew
eyes?
who
Or
I was,
yeah, I
and
know, but you
Oh,
didn't know who he was. So he could have been like, "Who's
no,
this
I
coming
had no
near
idea
me?"
who he.
yeah.
No, no,
Tapos
it's a
may hawak pang
pickleball.
racket, no? Tapos
Obviously,
Oh,
may
you
ano.
guys don't play sports,
is this
right?
guy
So
gonna
you're
serve me
just making a
papers?
caricature and stereotype of a situation.
Yeah,
Alam
no, no.
mo,
If
we're
someone like walks straight to me, like holding a racket,
oh,
I'm like,
yung ganyan. Oh my god.
Again,
uh,
obviously, you guys
It's
don't
like
play
and
Robert
sports.
Patrick in T1000 mode.
Again, it's like me talking to people who don't
uh,
play sports.
You know, you're talking to
anyway,
your co-hosts who
grabe.
consume too much media.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't know it was such a big thing pala that Ben Tolentino took off his mask. Like,
Yeah,
if you look
why?
at
I
the
don't
YouTube,
understand. I saw some tweets or X's,
Wait,
yeah.
whatever
I
it's
just
called now.
assumed it's because he's not with people here on Zoom. So he's
No,
not.
apparently, whenever he guests on walang kwentang podcast, he is always with a
So
mask.
it's a shtick.
Uh,
It's an act.
it's a shtick.
Even when he's alone at
Ah.
home.
Even when he's alone at home. Like, yeah.
Okay,
So
so Ramon,
if
you
you
can
look at the
peel off your
YouTube, yeah.
mustache now. You can peel it off.
Well,
that's
kasi
your that's your stick.
Speaking of, please watch us on YouTube. We need more views.
We had 6,000 for that Maris and Tanet interview.
Yeah, 6,000 and
Make it
counting.
rain.
The episode before that had 11. Not
I don't know.
1,000, but 11. So,
No,
yeah,
no
we
one
need
likes
to.
no one likes
Ano,
Superman.
Yan yung pull quote ko.
Despite making, how much did it make na? I
A
don't think it
lot.
made $1 billion, but yeah.
No,
It's like
no, it's not gonna make.
650 or
Matt
7,
Bellamy
right?
has always said that starting this year, the new billion is $800 million
Wow.
Why?
because
Because
of
of inflation?
the drop off in actual cinema moviegoers. So that's studios are saying that the new billion is 800.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's like
kind of sad.
the first time that dropped.
Yeah.
Yung ano. Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Yeah.
I want to say R.I.P. to Sex and the City and Just Like That.
And
I
just
think
like that,
Michael Patrick
it's
King and SJP announced over the weekend that they were ending the show, aka it probably got canceled by Casey Bloys and HBO, only because I don't think the reboot was any good. And Ramon, you were saying that it was an alternate timeline. I don't know, and it premiered the
Yeah.
first season, and the first season of And Just Like That, it was supposed to be canon. I mean, Mr. Big died, and SJP was Carrie was in a tailspin. So I don't know, maybe they just backtracked, but I'm glad the show ended. I'm glad that it's ending, and I hope it ends with Carrie waking up and saying, "Wow, that was a terrible dream," and Mr. Big is there right beside her, because I really, really don't like what they did with the characters that we all love growing up in the 2000s, and the wokeness that they entered in the fray. So
Wait, what do you
the
mean? Like they
wokeness.
became woke, or the issue of the show was like suddenly now they're dealing with a woke world. Parang ganun.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to be relevant because times are different. It's not anymore the 90s and 2000s New York where people are just running around and screwing everyone and being completely un-PC. So they tried to inject queer characters and situations and then pivot some characters to be more more modern, so to speak. So, and I just didn't think it worked.
Okay. Is it same creators?
Same
Let's
creators,
see.
same script writers, same stylist, as in same. That's why the fans are so
Dang.
happy when it came back. But then, parang while watching it, it's just like it's a hate watch, right? I'd rather watch Emily in Paris. Like it's that bad.
Shit, and then ano, see, and no, also Samantha wasn't there kasi, no?
Samantha wasn't there, and she's a big part of the show. Um, well, it's just a different iteration of what we loved about the show so much, and it wasn't fun. It really wasn't fun. So I'm really glad they made this decision and just keeping it, making it the same without making it worse. I guess, but yeah,
Oh,
make it end
oh,
with a dream. Make her wake up. Nah, it was all a dream.
that
Please,
would be
please now.
amazing, actually. What's the
Parang
last
ano,
line of?
parang Newhart, diba, that show?
Yeah,
Oh
that it
yeah.
was just a dream.
Yeah.
So, what's the last line of The Usual Suspects?
Kaiser Soze. What?
And just like that,
And just like
he's
that.
gone.
Pada, she just goes like that. So
Um,
we have a jam packed episode. I think. I think.
Packed
yeah,
with
yeah.
jam.
Well, and it's all in the speaking of the new billion. It's all about going to the movie theaters.
Wait, can I just say that I think 2025 is so far a great year in movies. So far. I
Yeah.
was thinking about it the other day, and I whinged and I complained about 2024 being such a meh year. But 2025 so far, and we're only halfway. It's just been banger after banger after banger for me. I don't know about you guys.
Ako quantity over quality. There a lot of good films. Maybe only 3, 4 have really stood out so far. Like parang okay pang top 10. But
Mhm,
yeah, and I mean like it's most of the time when I go to the theater, it's a nice experience.
mhm.
So yeah.
It's difficult because, well, like two of my top 10 are horror films at the moment, and
Mm-hmm.
because it's August, um, a lot of, like, especially the foreign films haven't really come to us yet. That's usually reserved for like festivals later in the year, and of course yung mga Oscar wannabes, diba? Like, I'm really looking forward to One Battle After Another. That's maybe the next big one on my radar. So, but yeah, I mean, I like the mostly mainstream fare that I've seen so far this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even Netflix has come out with bangers. Like, who knew that they would?
Like,
They
yeah.
didn't even know K-pop Demon Hunters was going to be
Yeah.
a huge hit. So,
Like the old guard part.
Wow. Parang, I don't,
None of us have seen Happy
none of us,
Gilmore, right?
I saw it.
I saw Happy Gilmore too, and it's not good.
It's not good,
Um,
but I love Adam Sandler. I saw it the
Aw.
day it dropped. That's
ako
how much I
rin.
love Adam Sandler.
Well, it happened. I happened to be on watching TV, and I realized, oh, it's the new Happy Gilmore. And then I watched it, and I was like, what the hell was that?
Oh no. I rewatched the first. So,
Yeah.
to make myself excited for this, but okay.
Okay lang,
Oh
wag na.
man.
Listen,
Ah,
guys,
talaga.
you're not when you tune into Happy Gilmore. It's not like you want to watch an Oscar-winning film, right? It's 2 hours of
No, pero
stupid
you want at least
fun.
Yeah.
sana, like, maybe some growth, especially since he's been working with diba, the Safdies. One of the Safdies is in it, and also like a recent Netflix film he did, yung Hustle. That was genuinely
That was
really
great.
good.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
was
Oh
like,
really?
that
I
was
wish
great.
there
It
was a
was
little
so
bit more of
good.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one where he's like a manager.
Scout.
No.
Basketball scout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay.
Luke too messaged me and said that Jay Kelly is one of the best of the year.
Nice. I mean, it's been a while pala,
So
no?
Sanders
Since,
gonna get his Oscar.
like, was Marriage Story
Oh.
his last? Kasi he co-wrote Barbie.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it's been a
Wombat.
while.
Yes,
Diba?
yes, yes. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Sandman season.
No. It was
I'm
no
always
White
for
Noise.
it.
White Noise was
White
his
Noise.
last.
Yeah, see,
Which
that's
you told me that.
which everyone forgot. That's why, I
Which you
guess.
told me to not to watch.
Yeah.
Despite me being a Bomback completist.
I know, but I'm such a Baumbach fan, but I was like, this didn't work. I'm sorry.
I'm just reveling
Oh.
in Adam Sandler season. That's all. He has lowbrow comedy, and then he has this prestige movie
Sure,
coming out.
pero
So
like even the lowbrow stuff because I feel like there's too much of this loyalty to his friends, diba? Even though, which is you can do that naman in real life. It doesn't have to go into the work. Kasi Happy Gilmore really is just Cameo Fest 2025. Eh.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
There's
Happy Gilmore 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Oh.
then it's just like where's the like
Where's the
genuine
story?
plot? Yeah.
Why does he have 5 kids? What's
Why
the
does
point of having
Oo,
5 kids?
it's just
Sayang.
sayang talaga. Like
Bad
even
Bunny, I liked though as the caddy. I
I
thought he
thought,
was really
yeah, I
funny.
saw them on Seth and I thought, oh, this is promising. But then parang walang ginawa naman with him, really. And then they build up his role, but it's not that big pala.
Yeah, yeah,
Some of the cameos are fun, but it's also just like filler. It just
yeah.
keeps taking up time, and then you realize, wait, it's ending, and then there's nothing really that's going on, and it just felt
Yeah.
like a sort of lazy check to the bank,
It
type
is
thing,
definitely a paycheck movie.
as
It's
opposed to
definitely
some
a
of the
Netflix
other,
filler.
yeah.
Sayang kasi, I mean, Happy Gilmore actually was one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Mm.
talagang, and then because I really miss the pre-wedding singer's handler na medyo absurd na
Yeah,
di mo
yeah.
alam kung saan nagagaling yung,
Wala yan,
like,
An
di
man.
ba
absurdist frat
the
boy. That's
Lincoln
Adam
waving in the
Sandler.
end?
Yeah.
Or
Absurdist frat
the,
boy.
yeah, tapos parang, so I was hoping, shit, sana bumalik to, but no.
No, it's really just a lazy checklist of like we need to do each scene again, diba? And then we'll
Mhm.
add all new cameos because
No,
we're
and which of my friends want to be in this movie?
yeah, like who
Eminem,
still
the
needs to be
golfers,
who still needs
Mhm.
to be renewed in their
Rob
in
Schneider
their
has to be
guild
here.
membership so that they can keep
Yeah.
their health insurance ganon.
I think the difference is I came in expecting a 1.5, 2-star film, and then I came out saying, "Oh, that was actually better than I expected." 2.5.
Ako, I thought at least sana man kahit 2.2.5 to, pero 0.5 lang eh, not even 1. Like the cardinal
Wow.
rule though that it broke is it's not even funny. Yun yung sad.
Mhm.
It was just
Oh.
nice watching it. And the viewership I think for Netflix was pretty high for this film.
Oh,
for the film.
they have that deal with him, diba? That's really paid out well for both of them. So that's the thing then eh. Parang I wish if he had more stakes, diba? What if your deal was in jeopardy? Would you come up with a better, funnier movie?
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow, you
Sayang.
digressed. Okay.
Something we
Speaking
both
of
watched,
film.
Mel. Now we both also decided to forget, pero Quark just asked about it.
I know. It's
Did
on my
Pedro Pascal
letterbox.
make a cameo?
Who?
No. Did Pedro Pascal make a cameo?
No.
Ah,
No. But he's part of Materialists, which you guys also saw.
Uh, it
Wait,
is a
so
dream. Yeah, you haven't seen it, Court.
no, I haven't seen it.
So
So what do you guys
Ramon
think?
saw it first amongst all of us, amongst
yeah,
us
Okay.
three.
that had an early preview, but it's out today, August 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, how was it?
You first,
Captain
Ramon, since
America
you were
and
first.
Human Torch. No, I think you first, Mel, because I think Ramon has wants has
So
things
what?
to say. Has things to say. So I need you to build it up first.
No, there's no need to build
First,
it up.
plot muna, Quark, plot.
Okay.
What's the plot? Since you're
I
good
don't
at
know. I
summarizing.
haven't seen
Okay.
it.
Okay, so Dakota
Um,
Johnson is basically working for a matchmaking company in
yes.
the year of our Lord 2025. So there's all kinds of new metrics and stuff. It's very involved, but it's also a very I guess a high class, expensive matchmaking company
I think
for
subscription. I was thinking about it. It's probably like $3,000 per person
yeah. And
as a
then
subscription.
there's a larger payout ata, diba? But there's like a bonus that she gets
There's a
because
commission, yeah.
yeah, when they actually get married. So she's like successful at it. She's celebrating like her ninth successful couple match that went on to get married. And at the wedding of said couple, she meets like this unicorn, quote unquote, in Pedro Pascal, who is single, hot, wealthy,
Mature, emotionally
mature,
available.
smart, funny. And then at the same wedding, she also runs into her ex, the dreamy Chris Evans, who is a slightly struggling actor, still cater waiting as a day job.
Still with roommates at
Still with
36.
roommates at 36. Although, as he said, with the rent at 850, it's hard not to leave.
Then moved to New Jersey. And then
Grabe, ano yun? That's fighting words for to a New Yorker. But yeah, and so, semi hijinks ensue. And then see Dakota has to, head over heart type struggle over what to do with ano. Kasi as a woman in her 30s, parang the time is running out to make the correct choice. And what does correct mean? Charot.
yeah, but she made her statement that she wasn't looking for a relationship at all because she does not want one. And then I think that's the plot twist of her character, the who unabashedly fell in love with two men, or somewhat. So this movie, when it was released in the States, received a lot of flack because people were comparing it, number one, to Past Lives, Celine Song's much lauded debut film, and number two, because A24 was marketing it as a rom-com. I don't even know why they did that, because this is definitely not a com, it's a
Yeah.
rom, but more of a rom-dram. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Sounds
kasi
like
yung
we're having a
poster,
stroke.
parang broadcast news yung poster.
Yeah.
Although broadcast news is actually not too bad a comparison.
Correct,
Because
but I
broadcast
think
news is really
people-
more drum than calm.
Correct. Yes, exactly.
okay.
But I think people were expecting Nora Ephron, You
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
Mail versus like working girl broadcast news, that kind of 80s, 70s, 80s rom-ish thing. And if you went in the movie thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna laugh so much and I'll get so kilig, etc., this is really not gonna work for you guys, right? If you know Celine Song and Past Lives, you know that she loves dialogue. She loves writing for her characters, and it's really such a dialogue-driven film. There's so much talk. There's pages and pages and pages of monologues and dialogues and conversations between two people. And if that's the movie that you're looking for, about two people exploring each other's inner workings, then this is going to, you really fall in love with this film. And I loved this movie so much. You, Ramon.
Oh, I agree with most of that. I Past Lives was my number one.
Yeah.
Of that year.
Both of yours.
Yes.
I think.
No, just me.
No,
You were-
mine's number two.
Yeah.
My
okay.
Past Lives number two. Ramon is number one.
Yeah, and then so I did have a bit of I had a lot of excitement, a bit of pressure going in about how I would like this one. I agree that the marketing was a little misleading, although I also understand that what else kasi do they really have to
Yeah,
fall back on?
that's-
It's the
yeah.
most familiar, like, safe genre to really package it as. I hope people don't feel like misled naman, because I genuinely enjoyed it. Maybe because of some of the flack you're talking about. I actually liked it way more than I thought I would.
Same.
The dialogue is great, is delicious.
Yep.
It draws upon semi-autobio again, apparently, because Celine apparently did work at a matchmaking company, and that's where sort of, this idea
And she said
sort
in
of
an
came to
interview
her,
that
and-
she had to quit the matchmaking company because she loved the job so much.
Yeah. And it has so many insights that I thought were genuinely interesting and thorny, and made like the current dating scene much more complicated. But she balances it well with, like, parang what about romance, etc. And what about but but you also have to be practical in terms of, like, there's only one flashback in the movie, and it shows how other factors really have to have a huge impact, I guess, on the feasibility of a relationship, and it's very interesting. Structurally, it's also very much a play coming from a playwright. No surprise, but it might throw some people off. So it's not, I guess, parang calibrate your expectations in terms of, like, it's really more of a 90s indie, that those 90s indies that were inspired by, but not quite, Woody Allen-ish, but it's really talky, but it's really smart. There is an issue for me where I feel like some chemistry is lacking between Dakota and Chris Evans. Ako lang.
Yeah,
Really?
how was Dakota? Parang because she's so dry, diba? I mean,
pero
You know,
bagay
hindi
for
siya
this
na.
role,
I
I
really
think.
liked her in this
Yeah.
movie. I really, really
Okay.
did. I
And
think super
Okay.
bagay her pagka-NR, diba, Ramon?
yeah, I think kasi parang damaged na siya or parang
Yeah.
she's got all these walls up na from having, X number of relationships. Parang she gave up now on romance basically, and then this twosome choice suddenly appears. So I think it's bagay for her here, but she's parang playing at a different register than Evans. She's much more in the indie movie, I feel, and then Evans is more like mainstream acting type, whereas a little bit more broad, still good, still heartfelt. There's just a chemistry thing, whereas yeah, Pedro kasi kind of has to be, he has the sort of has the easier job in terms of you just have to be debonair and
You have to
suave
be
and
rich.
like
You just have to be rich, Pedro
oh,
Pascal.
pero with a certain silkiness, 'di ba, na parang not just rich, this is my face, parang ganun. It's like, damn, I lucked out basically in the department of these physical attributes. But so I think if you come in just being more open to the talkiness, which is good dialogue naman, by the way, but also structurally it's a little different, diba? Like there's a point na any mainstream film it would have ended here, but there's like 30 minutes pa after that. So
There's
there's
like
like
3 endings to
so
this
there's like
film.
yeah, it's really something. It's really a film where Celine Song is telling you something as opposed to the usual just raising questions and but I genuinely really liked it.
While watching it, I couldn't help but compare it to Reality Bites because it's Reality Bites
Mm-hmm.
is basically a love triangle, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, I
Winona
see that.
chooses
Sure.
between a rich guy and a poor guy. And here we have Dakota choosing between a rich guy and a poor guy yet again. But this one is just a talkier, more staged
Mm-hmm.
version versus Reality Bites, which was all hidden in musical montages and, comedic scenes. Speaking of Chris Evans, you two both know how much I love Chris Evans, and he has not made a really good movie since Knives Out, right? His flicks have been shit. And I think the problem is he really plays loser, guapo
So
loser really well. So
Mm.
he should stop playing the Superman, superhero, I'll save the damsel in distress roles and just be in rom-coms and rom-drams and be a drama guy and just play perennial losers with his hang-dog energy who is so lovable because he is the true standout of this film. I'm so proud of you, Chris Evans. You're so guapo.
oh, I just want to bring up also that the subplots go in very interesting places I didn't expect.
Did
So
it work for you?
oh yeah,
I wish I could have done without the subplots actually.
for me it's really what separates it. It kind of reminded me well, I felt the same way with that with Sunshine na parang oh, I really expected this thing to be only in this sphere and then it's so expansive pala. Like oh, okay, these are points
Okay.
that I did not see coming but are relevant and well they do impact of course her sort of decision making, um but also it's like seeing Celine Song's New York again is also really interesting in the sense of not really going for more touristy things. It's really like yeah, you can tell this person is from New York talaga.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like
Yeah.
the soundtrack and the
Yeah, so
musical
soundtrack's
score.
nice.
The score was very good.
There's this
Nice.
thing that's been brought up that I wanted to get your
Is the score ano? Sorry, Grizzly Bear pa rin? No.
no, it's Daniel Pemberton.
Oh.
Pero there's
Very
an
minimalist.
original but there's an original song by Mitski?
Japanese
Oh,
breakfast.
Japanese Breakfast, yeah.
Okay.
And then but so online there's this some opinion na parang they should have switched roles though with Evans and Pascal. Do you think that would have worked? No.
Not gonna work. Not gonna work.
Sabagay, I just heard you know wax about his hangdog and
Evans has to be a loser for him to
okay.
work.
I love it. May ano ka na, may thesis statement ka na sa career ni.
Chris Evans, just make me your best friend.
Oh, I just thought of the best segue, but it's not time.
It's now time.
The best segue was, you know what else, ano, Pedro Pascal and Chris
And
Evans
Chris
have in
Evans are in.
common.
It's
Have
not
done it, huh?
time. It's
It's
not
not time.
time
I
yet.
know it's not time. Okay, let's talk about weapons.
I'm so curious
Wait,
about this
you want to
film.
talk about weapons or ano, or
Freakier Friday.
Freakier Friday?
Um, okay. Well, okay. So Freaker Friday is out also today, August 6th. It's a requel, basically, of the 2003 quote unquote classic. Um, and that one was a remake of the earlier film that starred Jodie Foster when she was a kid,
Yeah.
and that's based on a book. But
Who played her mom again? I don't remember.
Jodie Foster, it's not someone
Hindi
sikat eh.
ba kilala? Not like Florence Henderson or something.
So the funny thing, well, I don't know if it's funny, but I didn't realize that Freaky Friday, the Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis version, right, in 2003, was also directed by Mark Waters, who directed Lohan again 1 year later for the classic Mean Girls. But so that's my sort of confessing here that I had never seen Freaky Friday pala. So 2 nights
Really?
ago, yeah,
Wait, so
never.
did Mark Waters do this one again?
No, it's not. It's Nisha Ganatra, who's a TV veteran.
Check.
Although she's done some movies, like late night, but I knew her from like the Mindy Project
Oh
and
my
that
gosh,
sort
I
of
loved Freaky Friday with
sitcoms.
Lindsay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's super
so
good.
is it because so I watched
So
it.
good.
I watched
So,
it.
so good.
I watched
Right
it
before.
2 nights ago, and it was like this was 2003, but it felt like rough in terms of like the editing was kind
Ay
of
nako.
not as polished as even like 99 films. And
Well, I
then
remember. I just have a 22-year-old memory of it.
I
uh,
So
remember.
yeah,
What?
I think you're
Because Mir and I
remembering your
rewatched.
feelings and the fact that you
yeah.
were young. Because
No,
the other
Mir and I
thing,
rewatched these films, and she had we both had a fun time
oh,
with
that's good.
Jamie Lee.
I was also surprised at just how casually racist the film is. Because the body swapping happens because of Chinese fortune cookies. And then
Oh my God.
it happens at this Chinese restaurant that they're at. And then yung kawawa pa is they give Rosalind Chow, the daughter of the Chinese mom, they give her this, sort of ching chongy accent, and she speaks perfect English. She's the girlfriend of Paul Giamatti now, diba? And then so one of the things I was hoping for was like, sana naman in this movie they bring back those characters and she's speaking perfect English now. They did. They're just a cameo, but they at least brought them back. So in this new one, um, I guess I don't know how many exactly years later, but Lindsay Lohan's character is about to get married to Manny Jacinto's character. Um, and
So
he
it's a
pl-
straight sequel, like
yeah, yeah.
super straight sequel. Ah,
Um, pero requel because they really just do the same beats, which was surprising. Um, and then so Lindsay Lohan's character Anna, she's a single mom. I didn't realize her daughter is Julia Butters from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then Manny's character is also a single parent, and his daughter Lily, and Anna's daughter, they don't get along. So they want to break up the marriage. It's that very 90s sort of plot now. We got to break up a parent's marriage. It's the reverse of the Parent
Parent
Trap.
Trap.
So, and then of course there's Jamie Lee Curtis doing her usual thing, and yeah. So
Sure.
yeah, I mean, diba? It's been the same thing since for a while now. Like even as a therapist, it's like where are your boundaries? Okay, um, but
So
it reminds me a bit of last year's Beetlejuice, where
mm,
it's a legacy. It stars the same characters, but they're really just doing the same thing
yeah.
over and
yeah.
then, and also it puts Winona in the same situation Catherine O'Hara was in, and now Lindsay Lohan is facing a rebellious daughter, and then it's funny because Anna's character became this parang music executive who's managing like the hottest new young pop star, and then her daughter is like a surf bum. That's the parang rebellious, anti-glam music executive archetype, I guess. Is like she's wearing androgynous clothes, doesn't do makeup, but she's Julia Butters, so she looks amazing anyway. But Manny's great in it. He's an actual Filipino, although raised in Britain, I guess, because they both have British accents, but his Filipino in-laws come in from Manila. Anyway, I was at the event yesterday
How
where
hot is Manny
he's
Jacinto in
very
person?
super chiseled ng
Oh my
features eh.
gosh.
And
This is Disney, right?
yeah,
Or
Disney, and
Disney.
then it was at the Mall of Asia, and lots of people were there, lots of screaming. Um, I just kept trying to scream Bortles at him, but he couldn't hear me because everyone was going nuts. And congrats na lang. There were people who had like artwork of
Manny
his
Jacinto Bello baby.
face.
Come on, Tito Vicky, make it happen.
Oh,
no, maybe. Let's know.
may
Text
commission
your
ng
mom,
Enslate,
Nakor.
ah.
Text your mom. Mom.
Sayang. Oo. Wow.
Yeah,
Oo,
so
no?
and syempre he whipped out those few Tagalog phrases that
Yeah, because he can't
all
speak
the
it.
locals love.
He can't speak it. He can't speak
Well,
Tagalog.
he
and
knows-
says
And
he
he
knows-
calls himself
learning.
Jacinto, diba? He's one of those who calls.
Well, that's the
yeah.
funny thing, diba? So Sam was the host, and she kept saying, "Ano, Jacinto." Like, I think you can say Jacinto here. I mean, when you're local, when you're here, diba? You can hear it.
Manny Jacinto.
But and also one of the things that Phil and I like picked up on was like every time they say his name, there are these three words before it, which is our very own. Like every time. So it was like, oh, this is in the copy talaga, the script. Like
Our
every
very
person,
own.
our very own Manny Jacinto, even though he's not born here,
He's
but
not
was
from
not
here.
raised
Yeah,
here.
yeah, he's not raised
Um,
here.
So he understood more Tagalog than he spoke, but he spoke some phrases, and of course, as if he was a white guy, we eat that up.
Ano yung mga mahal ko kayo?
Like sana
Magandang
panoorin
umaga.
niyo ang Freakier Friday. Look, he's charming as hell, diba? So what a dreamboat.
Uh-huh.
And also he was taking his time trying to sign for as many people as he could, although, there's this army of security guys trying to usher him, etc., etc. He said hi in the theater also for So yeah.
How was Lindsay Lohan? Because we are living in a Lohanaissance that Raymond Ang predicted earlier in the year.
Yeah, so she had that earlier Netflix film as like parang testing the waters, no? And
Yes, she had
yeah.
2 Netflix movies testing the
Mhm.
waters.
then right. And then
Yeah, because I used to love her talaga eh. I was such a big
Everyone
fan.
did.
She fixed her
Yeah.
face.
yeah, was that
What do you
ano?
mean? Wala na yung ano? Ganun?
Wala na. Ang ganda. Well, whoever did her face is
Sino
just...
which country yung super galing at that? Yung restorative,
Korea?
Restorative. Hindi, is it Korea?
South
Or
Korea is
Parang-
like...
Thailand?
No, it's really South Korea.
Yeah.
Basta there's a couple of celebrities, diba? That
Oh yeah,
parang
she looks good.
really
Diba?
got,
It's called a vertical facelift where they move it up. They make
instead of
incisions by
the
your
Brazil sideways stretch,
ear. So
Mhm.
this is what Kris Jenner did.
Isn't literally
Anne
that
Hathaway did.
Galing.
that's literally where the term facelift came from, diba? Like
Face off, you
lifting.
mean? Face off.
Iba yata yung
Face
face off technology.
Wow,
Well-
she looks good.
She looks fantastic.
Although,
Mhm.
I mean, she's great. Chad, actually, I was pleasantly surprised to see Chad Michael Murray.
He aged very well.
He aged very well, but he's even more of a himbo here.
Mm.
But the best actress by far is Julia. Like
Really, Julie Butters?
because when she's playing Lindsay Lohan, like when she's Anna, galing niya. And then talagang parang as anyone who's seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like talagang she could turn on the waterworks when she wants it. So yeah, I mean it's pretty sort of light fluff in terms of the movie, and a little bit, well, not naman too bad. It does bring back like all the characters basically from one, but not in the annoying way that Happy Gilmore 2 did, because they're just in one scene together with the wedding party, and then the wedding reception rehearsal sort of thing, and then
Mm.
But there are, there's more time definitely given to the daughters, although the same sort of conflicts and the same resolution. So I don't know. Part of me wishes it was different, but maybe that's also what the legacy
Do you
requels
need to
feel they
watch
need to
it
do.
the first, rewatch it, or di naman?
Di naman.
You
Although,
probably get the plot, right? You'll
yeah,
you'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
what's happening in the first five
It's
minutes.
simple enough na it's not, it's not Dune 2 or anything, but pero the fact that it mirrors the first movie a lot will hit harder, I guess. Especially, I mean, for me, like one is very fresh.
Okay.
Congratulations, Raymond Ang, for predicting this Lohanaissance on this podcast.
Yes, see? Now everyone will quote us.
Wow.
Wow. Well, speaking of stars in premieres, I was brought to my very own
Yeah.
premiere featuring its stars last week. Thank you, Karylle, for taking me to the premiere of Omniscient
Is
Reader.
Karylle still there beside you? Can we see her?
I'll message her to come out and give her a review if she's
Okay,
game.
okay. Our
Okay,
Tita K.
okay.
Oh my gosh, Ramon, you
Review.
know how many
Oh,
people DM'd me about weapons?
Four?
For weapons, but
Four.
because
why?
they
That's
all
my
now
guess.
want to watch it.
Is it
Yeah.
four?
Hmm?
Four is my guess. You said guess
Why?
how many?
Because
I
you
said
No,
watched
a
four.
it.
lot.
A lot. Okay. That's
Like
good,
You
right?
watched
10.
it.
10.
Huh?
Okay. And it's
You
because
watched
I
it
posted
because
about it or what?
No, because I posted our conversation about what level of duwag can enter weapons, and now they're
Uh-huh.
all like, "Oh my gosh, I want to watch it now."
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Sige. Anyway, we can talk about weapons, I
No,
guess.
no, you started
Ano.
Omniscient eh. We'll
Okay.
do with
Okay.
weapons after. Sige.
Okay. Yeah, no, so Omniscient Reader, I had no idea what it was, to be honest. But apparently it's the new big Korean blockbuster starring Lee Min-ho, of course, but also An Seop, who is apparently the voice
K-pop
of,
From K-pop Demon Hunters, yeah.
Demon
yeah.
Gino! Soda pop.
So yeah. So ano, parang of course because it was ano, I mean he's really the star. Like maybe it's like 70-30 in terms of like screen times or 75-25. Um but yun nga, malas na lang siya. When the stars came in, sabay sila ni Lee Min-ho. Everyone went wild for Lee Min-ho. And then parang, medyo kinalimutan si Anyo Sup. But basically the story is Anyo Sup's character and why it's called the Omniscient Reader is he's a fan of this webtoon or called How to Survive the Apocalypse or something. And the minute it was a popular webtoon, but then it just kept on going on until finally he was the only reader. And then the minute he finished it, the thing happened. The apocalypse happened. And so he knew exactly what was going to happen. That's why he is the omniscient reader. Uh,
Nice.
so, I mean, interesting yung story,
That is a
actually.
crazy plot.
Yeah, that's great. So parang it's like, oh, good. And it's weird as shit. Like the Celestials, they think they're called the Celestials, take over and they're
From
like
Marvel.
gods. And it's basically Squid Game, pero with gods. So for their entertainment, they're gonna test people and see if they kill each other over
Okay.
prizes or mga ganon. And then so may battle royale with superpowers where Jisoo is there and she's a super sniper who can shoot from
I love
3 miles
Jisoo.
away.
She's the best Blackpink girl. Sorry,
Yeah,
not
me.
sorry.
Oh, yes, bias. She's my bias. That's why it's so fun. But she only appears also halfway through the movie, which is very annoying.
Oh,
And it's only like
This
5 minutes, diba? It's a short, ano eh.
yeah, and then they need them in 5 minutes, but yeah, she's like the last challenge, parang ganon. So,
She's the final
um,
boss.
yeah, oo, na parang they're setting it up for a sequel. Si Nana is there, the other K-pop star who's really good actually. And then, but yeah, magaling magandang si Anyo Seop. Feeling ko he'll
and
go
he
places.
look. I didn't even know that he was Ginu until he started showing up for interviews.
Mm. No, because it's so funny because I don't know why these Koreans do this, but whenever they're giving their messages to the public and everything. Parang palaging, diba, same with Bong Joon-ho, right? Palaging may translator, even though
I
they
know
know
why. I know why.
why. Why?
Number one, they want their fan base in Korea to understand the question and the answers.
Mm. And then number two,
Number two, the translators there anyway for international audiences.
yeah. Best translator, by the way. Sobrang into it siya.
Not
Ah,
not
Yeah.
what's the
Susan.
translator
Susan
Yeah.
Choi.
of
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hindi siya.
Yeah, hindi. Talo na siya.
Oh,
Translator.
wow.
Wow, it's really the best time to be in Singapore right now. Parang ganun.
Wow.
Alam mo naman yung Singapore
Yeah.
crowd, they're
Yan ang
just like,
PR/slash
Aw.
marketing translator. Actually, the
How
one,
tall? Oh, no, go.
no, just a digression. No, I was so surprised when they had the interpreters at concerts.
eh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was one for twice because they headlined Lollapalooza, diba? And it's like, and it's a white lady. So I was like, oh wow, they found not just someone who can do ASL, she also understands Korean. So I was like, wala lang, impressive.
They
Anyway,
saved money right
Nice.
there.
Yeah.
How
By the
tall
way,
is
Twice
Lee
is
Min-ho?
is Twice going to the Philippines? No.
yes, Bulacan.
Yeah,
Yes, they are.
okay.
They are. Mir doesn't want to watch.
Even though it's like, I think 6'2", maybe?
Mm.
Was he
Yeah.
super tall when
Did
you
you
saw
get
Yeah, he's
him?
super
did you get the
tall.
workout tips that I asked for?
No nga, because he was in the other side. Much too,
Oh,
grabe, Karylle was really like
Did Karylle die?
fangirling.
Because that's her
Devastating.
She was like,
bias.
yung parang camera out and screaming.
I can only imagine Ann Curtis and I when
Like,
Gong Yu shows up as a
yeah.
fan meet and we'll be like dead.
I mean, he's very sweet. It was just like,
Welcome back, Pappy. You were great in
yeah.
Pachinko, FYI.
Yeah, no, he's really good. But it's so funny, speaking of that, trying to speak, I mean, insisting on speaking Korean. When Anyo Sop was greeting the crowd, he was like, I love you, Singapore. Yung parang may accent talaga. But I looked him up on
He's
IMDb.
a
I thought he was,
Canadian.
yeah nga eh. So I thought he was the Korean voice of Gino. Yun pala,
Mm.
he's also the American
No,
voice
you
of
better know
Gino.
your K-pop,
I know.
K-poppers, K-pop
Yeah.
idols. Yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
Canadian.
Yeah, so.
Wow, you haven't even spoken about the phenom that is K-pop Demon Hunters.
I think we
Oo
can
nga,
talk
no?
about it
I
now.
welcome everyone Ramon welcomes everyone also to the K-pop world.
wait, I have a question. So Omniscient is clearly the first of a bigger
Yeah.
franchise.
Now, well,
Okay.
so yeah. Nga, no, we got silent. No, so it's the first. I mean, the good thing, I guess. Like, congratulations, Korea. They beat Fantastic Four at the box office. It's a pretty good watch, to be honest.
What is so
I was
funny?
surprised.
Is it more fun than F4?
Maybe, in my opinion, actually.
I'm fine. I like that concept na Squid Game with gods.
Yeah, that's good game with God.
Okay,
Isn't that
gets
already
ko
what
na,
we
gets ko na
do?
talaga, gets ko
Charot.
na.
But apparently a lot of people hate it. Like it's
Oh.
very much hated because in the books, I mean, it's really a cult novel and a cult webtoon. Sobrang defined yung characters ni Nana and Jisoo na
So it's not like
yung
Faithful.
yeah, parang
Okay.
they're strong female characters. And then it's I think Jesus' character went through a lot of trauma, etc. And now they kind of just bypass all of that in favor of yun nga, parang yung superhero poses and being angas and because I think Nana's character and si Anyo Sub's character work in the same office. He got laid off and then she got promoted, but here she got laid off also because of course hindi siya pwedeng more powerful than diba? Above Anyo Sub. So I think there's a lot of stuff. Now I really want to read it actually, because it's very interesting. It's really great world building. All my biggest critique about it is the CG is like Spawn levels. Remember that
Oh,
Michael J.
yeah.
White man?
Yeah.
That wasn't very good.
Sobrang
Even for our
pangit ng
time, it
CG.
wasn't good
Yeah.
effects.
Wait, so
Yeah,
that
so
leads me to my other question. No, in the world of the story, do they even seek out the omniscient author because like he predicted all of this, or he was part of the Celestials' plan, or what?
so the omniscient author sometimes messages
Ano is up.
hints. And basically, I mean, it's not just
So siya si Kuya,
the yeah.
texting hints and commands and clues.
Yeah, and it's not just the events that come to life. It's like the stories, the characters in the ano, are real. So that's why Lee Min Ho is the bida of the book. But yun nga, parang Anyo Sub is kind of just looking for him a lot of the time. And then encountering him, and then he gets left behind by Lee Min Ho, has no patience for him. So that's why Lee Min Ho's not doesn't really have that much screen time. But yeah, parang it's you don't know who si Kuya is. And then yun nga, Celestials can actually kind of sponsor you, like give you power up you or give you limited invincibility, yung mga ganun. So parang may video game aspect na rin
Yeah,
siya.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I would watch the sequel, and want to see where it's going. And I'm glad it's such a big hit, because then hopefully they can up the freaking special effects budget.
I think time also is what they need there.
Speaking of time,
Speaking
47
of
minutes
time.
in, we still have
Ooh.
2 more
Two.
movies to talk about.
Okay.
I really
Weapons.
want to hear about weapons. Ramon.
All right. So
Dying.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, of course.
okay. So Weapons is the second film by Zach Kreger, who directed Barbarian. The backstory of this movie is so interesting because apparently there was a bidding war where he had to bid for his own screenplay, which I guess
Oh.
means he wrote it before Barbarian came out, and then
And then there was optioned, and then
yeah, and then
okay.
so anyway, there was a bidding war, and apparently Jordan Peele really wanted it, didn't get it, and then fired his agents because they weren't able to secure it. So parang for me, that's the marketing of the movie already. Like Jordan Peele really wanted this, and he doesn't direct naman his not things he didn't write, diba? So anyway, so Zach Kreger,
Yeah, because then Ano would have still directed it in that case.
would it have been Kreger pa rin?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
I have no idea, but but he was upset enough that he fired his agents or let them go, and so anyway, but that again, that backstory is just like it just immediately piques anybody's interest who's a fan and follows the industry, right? So it's like, okay, that's all I need in terms of the marketing. I've seen the teaser and the trailer. My advice is don't watch the trailer; it gives a little too much.
I can't even watch it.
The
'cause it looks
teaser
so
is
scary.
fine because it's basically the intro of the movie, which establishes that in this small town, one morning at 2:17 a.m., all the kids of one specific classroom got up, walked downstairs, out their house, ran out, and then were never seen again. And then so it follows Justine, which is played by Julia Garner, who is played by Julia Garner, and she's the teacher who just shows up to class one day and no one's there. So it's very eerie, and so of course I don't want to be spoilery here, but it's what I can say is it's more expansive than you think it might be. It's not just about the mystery, and like Sinners, the non-scary parts are super interesting also. So sometimes you forget that you're watching a horror, and then something will happen, and then you jump out of your skin.
Oh no.
But it's also very good at being creepy, and it has
No.
one of my favorite
Oh,
parts.
I can do
One of
this.
my favorite kinds of horror is that feeling of powerlessness. Now, even if you know what's going on, there is no. But it's just so beyond like human understanding. Now you don't know what the hell. You just feel like you don't stand a chance. And then, but yeah, I mean, there's also. I think if you've seen the full trailer, then you know that Josh Brolin is also in it. There's other people who might surprise you. So again, it's a bit more expansive. It's not just about the kids, and it's really good. It's one of the best of the year, I feel. And Kreger has become so confident also. He was really good with Barbarian, but the camera movement here is Polanski level. And then
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
solid.
excited.
Like, and also it's great to watch with a crowd. Like, most of it is the kind of horror that I think Cork and I like, which is very disturbing and off-putting, and most of the audience is quiet. But then at the end, when it really ramps up to a good climax, and then people are screaming at the end.
Like Barbarian fun. Because Barbarian was fun.
Barbarian was
to
fun, but that's
watch.
also sort of like traumatic, diba? Like parang,
Yeah. Yeah, I can't
Never
believe you
rent an
watched Barbarian, by
Airbnb.
the way. I ran out of
Alam mo,
the living room.
I watched Barbarian, yeah, alone at like 2 a.m. at night with headphones on. So when
Yeah,
the thing comes
thing
out
comes
of
out.
well, when the thing emerges into light, I was like, fuck this, man.
Ganun din ako. Like, I ran to Bianca. I'm like, I'm gonna go sleep now. But
How can I survive this
No, no,
film?
no. Just watch it with, with
So
your
Miguel and Casas and I will
yeah,
watch this together, all the
your
three
foodie
cowardly
group.
lions.
Yeah, your foodie group. Just have one hand on both of their arms, and then just squeeze like you were in your birth pangs.
oh my God. Okay. So it's out in Manila
Yeah,
now,
it's out
today?
also today,
Uh,
August 6th. If you
Shit.
can catch it in IMAX, because of course it's
Five star
more
reviews
immersive.
all around
Yeah,
for
it's
this film.
really like it's up there with Sinners talaga. Although Sinners is, of course, expansive in its more cultural way. This one is based on a very personal story pala apparently, sabi ni Zach
What?
Trekker.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I don't know if it's spoilery, but basically it was him dealing with grief. So parang he wrote
Okay.
this and then it's
All right.
like
So I
okay.
know nothing about how this was written, and
Yeah.
obviously.
Awesome. At pogi pala siya, by the
Really?
way.
Let me check that.
Yeah,
In a
he's
Colin
like
Jost kind of way.
Ooh,
talaga,
he's
akala ko
cute.
parang I thought like young Darren Aronofsky with tattoos. Ganun.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
But not Carrie
How was Julia
Fukunaga.
Garner? Was she great?
She's great, although she's like has an interesting year. Earlier in the year, she was in another horror, yung Wolfman, which I liked, but also I knew why it wasn't like a big hit. It was so
Oh,
much
it's on
more.
HBO.
It was so much more intimate and just really wanting more. Was more interested in telling the story of this family as opposed to the horror aspect.
Oh,
Then of
really?
course she is Shalaval in an upcoming movie we'll
Yeah.
discuss, and then. But the funny thing kasi is because her character is named Justine, I just kept thinking Justine Timberlake, Justine Timberlake.
Kasi kamukha niya.
And then every time there's a close up with her blonde curls, diba, it's like, it's gonna be me. Ganun lang ako.
Okay, so
I herald your beginning. I
wait lang,
herald
I
this
have a
beginning.
question. I have a question. I have a question.
Oh,
So this is a supernatural horror, like Moo galore.
you know what?
I'd rather not say.
Sige, don't say.
Okay. No, I just want to know if it's like a monster
Parang us, right?
movie.
Basta, parang nakakatakot siya. I don't
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
know.
Parang,
I
but it's
don't wanna
not
know if it's a
as
scientific
as us.
experiment, and I don't wanna know if it's like,
I'm just
Okay.
trying to
Ito,
make this easier for cowardly lions out
Hindi,
Have you
there.
seen Us? No.
No. No, I
See,
just
Us
wikied
is a
it.
scientific experiment. Does that make you feel better about watching it?
yeah, it's not horror. It's a scientific. It's science based. Us. Yeah.
No, I know the plot already. Like I know how it ends, but only because I read the wiki. And it's the same thing with The Witch and the same thing with Hereditary. The top 3 films I can't watch.
I,
So
just watch it
So,
now
yeah,
with the other dudes
Just,
beside you,
yeah,
so that
just
you
read
can.
the Wikipedia na lang.
No, don't. I actually what I want you guys to do is if you can somehow like sneak in a recording, kahit audio lang of you guys.
I know they're gonna be like, they're gonna go
Yeah.
like that. the whole
Oh my
time.
God.
Kasi
Okay.
genuinely ganun si Wango sa akin. He was 2 seats down, but I could hear Wango going, oh no, don't do this.
Is this the scariest horror film of the year?
So far, yes. Kasi diba, Sinners wasn't that scary.
That's scary,
But
yeah.
it was really,
Yeah,
really
it
good.
wasn't.
And it was more of a creeping, rising dread.
And there was only one jump scare, remember, in Sinners at the start.
Okay. This one has kind of
Oh
a
no.
good mix of like the creep and then those Polanski-esque things where you scare yourself because the camera's moving a certain way. And one thing I like about structurally, hindi naman plot related, but you will figure out before the characters what's going on. And then
Okay.
so you
And
can
then we
kind of
leave.
scare yourself. And then
Okay. Sounds like a good
All right.
time with friends. We're watching in Rockwell on Monday if anyone wants to join us.
so yan.
Grand Duwag Eyeball 2025. Okay.
Oo nga. There should be, parang with lights on. The
That's what
Yeah,
Pepe
screenings.
Torres said. He said, make it like an eyeball for all the NSYNC listeners who are Duwag and we'll all watch together. And I said, sponsored by Maya Black. And then he said, let's think of the right activation for you.
Oh, at least may libreng may
Yeah.
Uh,
So Pepe
yeah.
actually was my date, no, because apparently his wife isn't great at horror. So he was like, if there's a horror movie, let me know. I was like, okay. So I was like, weapons is the right one. So I was like,
There you
yeah,
go.
and yeah, Pepe also was one of the people who's going, oh no, ano to, ano to.
Lovely. Okay. I herald his beginning. I herald your end.
Is this K-pop Demon Hunters?
A movie where both Pedro Pascal and Chris Evans were in, except
Involved
different
in, yeah.
iterations. Fantastic Four, First Steps.
Plot,
Um,
please, plot.
The Fantastic
what?
Four.
Yeah, can you tell me the plot of this movie?
Well, so
That's
Was there even a plot?
in an alternate Earth from the MCU, there are the Fantastic Four, these space explorers who were besieged with cosmic rays during a space flight and then returned with powers, and they've been active for 4 years, and yeah, and then a world-ending threat emerges in the form of
Galactus.
Galactus, as heralded by a naked lady covered in silver named Shalabal, played also by Julia Garner. And
it.
yeah, it's the latest iteration, diba? In how many years? Because you had, of course, you have the Chris Evans, Ian Grufford, Jessica Alba, Michael Chiklis version of the Fantastic Four, and then the ill-fated
Josh Trank,
Josh Trank that he disowned with
which I saw last night
okay,
for the first time.
so my confession here is I've only seen that the Miles Teller, Jordan, Michael B. Jordan, Kate
I haven't
Mara.
seen Alba.
I have not seen
Oh,
any of the
I
Alba
only
films.
saw the Alba
Yeah, so
films.
I'm planning to do that after we record this episode.
Oh.
Oh, why? No, why? Because it was such a big deal. So I'm wondering, as a comic fan, why you kind of skipped it? Because and it wasn't badly reviewed, even
No, it
though
was.
the
That's kind of why I skipped it, I think. So
The Alba movies.
yeah. So and I don't know, for whatever reason, I was just also busy, and then I didn't watch the second because I hadn't
Sorry.
seen the
Who played
first.
Silver Surfer in the Miles Teller version?
No, no,
No,
walang
I mean
hindi.
Johnny Storm.
see, no,
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because he
Wow.
was in
uh,
Chronicle with Josh Trank, diba? He was the guy he
That
kind of brought over.
yeah,
that
And
probably
of course,
works.
si Dane DeHaan, who was Doctor Doom.
Hmm.
And also, by the way, also, what's his name? Harry Osborn. So he's been
wait,
to,
no,
Oh.
Dane DeHaan wasn't Doctor Doom though.
di
It
ba?
was it was some guy na parang
But he was in it,
forgettable.
right?
He was not actually.
Wait, what am I
Parang
thinking?
nagulat, yeah,
Oh, maybe I'm
nagulat
thinking of
din
Harry
ako.
Osborn lang. But
Yeah,
that's how memorable
yeah.
this Josh Trank
Toby
F4.
Kebbell. It was Victor Von Doom. I think he's a
Toby,
British
yeah.
actor.
Tama.
Yeah,
So
So
can
from Rock and Rolla.
since you guys are comic book fans, I want to know why the Fantastic Four is such a big deal.
they were one of the first. They were the first family of superheroes, and then they were very early on. Before pa nga Superman, in fact, before Spider-Man. In fact, Spider-Man was was
The
before
later ones.
after his first appearance in Amazing Fantasy. Parang how he was introduced to the rest of the comics reading public was through an issue of Fantastic Four.
Okay.
So it was like a flagship, and then they used it to launch other characters at the time.
So isn't he the first Stanley creation?
I don't know
Oh,
if it's the first because there were other.
yeah.
I don't know if it was
Oh wait, no. We have a guest who wants to basically give her 2 cents.
omniscient two
Omniscient
cents.
Reader. We have no 2 cents. What was it, Kay? Is it okay if we talked about your Lehman thing?
That's it. Okay, that's it. That's all she said. I love Lee Min Ho.
Sige,
Exits room.
And
Maganda.
scene.
okay.
I'm now grateful for the video aspect of this
And
podcast.
scene.
Uh, did you like Omniscient Reader? You can read her review on her letterbox.
Nakakalampucha
Yeah.
letterbox
By the
reviewer.
way, did you know that Josh Trank reviewed Fantastic Four on his
No, what did
letterbox?
he say?
It was very touching. Parang I
Okay.
think parang naging humbling experience.
Okay.
Like
Oh yeah.
I wish I could get a Snyder cut of this, but Snyder is a master who's done many wonderful things, and at the time I was just a 29-year-old who got lucky with one. Parang gano'n.
Is it? Isn't
Like
he? I mean, isn't he still in director jail because of that?
I thought he was, and then I looked him up, and he made Capone, which probably
That
sent
that
him
just puts him back
even
in jail.
further
Yeah, yeah.
down director jail.
Just when he
Director
thought he was
Oblivion na.
out. Just when he thought
Yeah.
he was out, it just went. Oh. Okay.
Grabe.
Are we even
Um,
reviewing the main
yeah.
film ba?
Yeah, no, sige, what do you think? What do you think of the movie? What's your thoughts?
As a
You
non-comics
guys.
reader, go.
You know what?
No, go please.
Let's just say I watched The Incredibles after, and then realized how much of a perfect family film, Fantastic Four movie The Incredibles was. Although I feel like F4 Fantastic Four First Steps did its job. I was more intrigued. I thought the set design, the art direction was really great. I want to live in New York City, retro future, whatever alternate universe this is. I just wish that they presented bigger stakes or made it more exciting to watch. It kind of just fell flat for me, and I think that's a bad sign for this big Marvel tentpole of the year.
What
I
is
was gonna
your
say then. No, sorry, but to your point, I was gonna say na my favorite Fantastic Four movie is The Incredibles.
Right? It's
Because
a
it kind of
perfect
is. I
film.
mean, and there's an invisible girl,
yeah, yeah,
there's a
it
stretchy person,
it
there's a,
exactly
diba?
is parang
Mm,
that was definitely the inspiration was fantastic for.
yeah, the Kirby Fantastic Four, which this one is also
Yeah,
is majorly
very much so.
inspired by.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I feel the same. Like I think also especially coming in the wake of Superman, parang
Yes,
um
the highs of Superman.
yeah. Like ito, kasi parang big swings talaga si James Gunn eh. And like, like it could definitely be a great failure, but thankfully to a lot of us, it was like, wow, you really, pierced through the veil. This one, parang you could feel Feige, etc., trying to play it safe.
It was
I
definitely,
mean,
it felt managed, right? It felt
yeah,
very managed.
parang may pop filter siya. And then
Yeah.
may very strong, this is a course correction, message na parang, okay, there's not gonna be any superheroes from the past films coming in
No
cameos. It's gonna
cameos,
be
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, diba? Parang,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then, I mean, Shankman, it's fine. Like, I really like, it was just like, what I was just I guess similar to your experience. I was just watching it unravel, but I was not really like super in on it. But then I also realized I was never into the Fantastic Four, to be honest. Like
That's what
I'm
I
never
don't
a
get. So
F-
parang if Fantastic Four is such a big deal, parang why couldn't they make it more of an investment emotionally for us as viewers?
yeah. Diba? You, Ramon, what did you think?
I really felt the course correction more with like Thunderbolts and
Mm.
Captain America
Mm-hmm.
4 in terms of like let's streamline the universe and sort of these things that were discussed in the past we now recognize something to do with it, like that celestial hand in the ocean and stuff. But and then of course everything's pointing towards like Avengers Doomsday. This one, it didn't feel so much like course correction but more like a fresh start. It's got these similarities with Superman in the terms of like both of the characters are like very sort of goody goodies, and very retro in their presentation. The pop filter of the 60s, it even to the point that even the effects feel like they're soft focus a bunch of times. Um, and so what I felt was refreshing also was how removed it was nga, because it's a different universe and there
Or,
were no other superheroes. So there's nothing like you could just walk in completely, uh, not knowing anything basically about the group, and it doesn't go through the origin like Superman did because there's this montage na lang of like um, what happened to them, and
Apparently, there's a term for it. I never knew. Media res.
In medias
And
res.
Majoress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in medias
Yung
res is
happens in the middle.
Yeah.
Superman
when you
din.
start the movie. Yeah, same thing. Right? You start the movie with the story already ongoing, um, and then. But I don't know. For me, it mostly works. My problems with it were usually structural and pacing. Some of the dialogue is corny, but I also felt that with Superman. I think the actors are great, and
Mm.
what was interesting kasi for me was like they spent so much time in the first act just setting up the quote unquote the threat of Galactus. I love that sequence where they go into his ship, etc., etc. The meeting of him, the introduction of Ralph Ineson, and the interactions with Shalabal. Um, but I kind of wish that they didn't show that the ship destroyed the planet. Yeah, I wish it should. I wish it showed that Galactus himself was like the one, like maybe, but maybe he'd look like a big baby going, wow, yum, 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 yum. But, diba, because when he does come to Earth, parang apart from, being the size of a kaiju, he doesn't really do much
Yeah,
else.
I was so like, I
So
thought he
Yeah.
he's
was
just
like this
big and
huge thing.
stomping around, but he's resistant to their attacks, isn't that much on the offense. So maybe that's why you guys felt na the stakes weren't there. There were things to me that were odd, like Paul Walter Hauser's being in the movie at all. Like he's a great actor.
Si Mole Man.
Yeah, I
Sabi.
enjoy the Mole Man character, but but it also felt like, are you here just so that the New Yorkers have a place to evacuate? Parang, is that how much we hate New Jersey in this world, where you can just go over the bridge? But no, we'd rather go into the fucking earth.
Maybe there's no New Jersey in this
Well,
alternate Earth.
maybe, but that should have been established, though. Parang ganon.
Is it
But
just me or parang ano ba? Wes Anderson film yung intro nito.
but
I
I
love,
think
love the intro though.
I
I
think
really
Yeah.
liked
I
it.
think it's not so much you, but it's like because of the '60s,
Yeah.
parang filter or the Art Deco-ness, then which is such an influence on West, then it feels like familiar. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, there's things also that I'm glad that Johnny's, shown to be a smart dude here, not
Mm.
just the usual womanizing airhead. Um,
Yeah.
the thing gets to explore more of his, I guess, Jewishness, but yeah, see, Natasha Lyonne is not Alicia from the
You think
comic.
they cut off her subplot?
I'm not sure. It
Parang
feels like it,
yeah, no.
but
Yeah. At buti na
apparently her
lang wala na
character's.
yung ano, yung I'm so ugly, diba? That's always the
Uh,
things thing. Like, oh,
I mean, pero
I'm a abomination. What?
Pero there
At
are
least wala yun.
some really nice flashes, and I prefer it that way, diba? Like when the TV
Mhm.
turns off and then his reflection on the screen, on the
Mhm.
window is there, and then
That's his main ano ba? That's his main hinanakit hugot.
yeah,
That
kasi
he's ugly.
siya lang yung naging pangit
Okay.
from the
Okay.
four.
But he
Eh,
can grow
Oh.
a rock beard.
which is
That
another
makes
weird thing because that's from a very cool story arc. So when people
Okay.
saw the beard, they were like, "Oh, are they doing this arc?" And then no, he tinamad lang siya mag-shave for I don't know whatever reasons. But there was that one really nice scene where parang si Reed brings up how guilty he is, na he still hasn't found a cure for like Ben's condition, and then Ben is like, "Man, you don't have to. No, don't sweat it. That's not. I don't.
I
I don't.
love it. Body positivity
Yeah,
and
I'm
Fantastic
not.
Four.
I'm not. You're not guilty. Don't be guilty. I don't blame you anymore, etc., etc. Because that's also been dealt with in the prior versions. So, but yeah, I mean,
So,
great.
isn't Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer? Who is Salabal?
Shalabal is his parang wife, I think. Parang ganon. So she is from the
Oh.
comics,
Okay.
but yeah, I guess maybe because they're saving Norrin for the actual MCU universe, maybe.
Mm.
So that's one
Yeah.
angle that they're thinking of. Um, yeah. So for me, it just felt like the last act I felt could have been stronger. Although it is good to show Sue is the strongest talaga in terms of
Yeah.
what she has is basically a telekinesis type thing.
And what I like, I mean, what do you guys think of? Kasi parang ano no? Si Sue kind of is the leader here, which is what I like.
Yeah,
about
yeah. She
about
is
it actually.
the
And
rock, the center, parang ganun.
yeah. But then Reed actually is kind of like socially awkward, a bit
As nerds
which he's
should be.
so not in the
And
comics.
not media trained.
No, no,
Why would you say
Oo.
that in front of the media?
no, he's kind of no, he's kind of not um socially adjusted also in the comics. Na
Parang
he
siyang genius talaga.
yeah, he's
Like
really
that.
always parang stuck in
In his
his
own
head.
head.
And
Yeah.
she
Uh,
really is the heart. Although she is also like a nuclear physicist or something like that. She's also very smart naman kasi because they were all rocket scientists. Um and then yeah, I like those dynamics na Reed felt powerless despite being so smart, and then the others look up to him also. If like he's wavering, then they also don't know, what kind of footing they have to stand on. That scene in the plaza with the people and she brought out her kid, that was very like, this is how you know you're watching a fiction. Parang,
yeah.
especially if you're living in 2025, you're like, yeah, this they would have killed you.
Yeah. And then usually kasi sa movies, sadly, si Sue is kind of like the flat
Yeah, yeah.
character, right? Like, but here, yun nga, parang yung gusto ko sa kanya is the parang kill him.
Okay, so I want to
He
talk
wants to
about.
kill your child. He wants to kill your nephew. Or your nephew. Kill him.
I'm curious about this. Okay, so I'm not
Oh,
again a big fan of the characters, but I've read the comics when they are written by people I love. That scene really jumped out at me as kind of not in character. Like
oh.
explicitly, any Marvel character who's not the Punisher telling
Mhm.
another Marvel character, her brother no less, kill him. It was like shocking. Like wow. So I was like, but there's also another scene where really good performance from Pascal, where he's like, where he's sort of having his breakdown, and he's like, you know, my thing is, I think of all these things so that I can, all these threats, I think about it, I overthink it so that I can hurt them before they hurt us. And the phrasing of that line is so interesting. Like it's not talking about protection or defense or saving. It's like I will inflict harm on the threat.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it was like, is this some kind of parang slight nod to it being a different universe, and it's sort of very American exceptionalism era in
Mhm.
this universe. They were very aggressive, very imperialistic also. It's even in
Yeah.
how like, let's marshal all our resources for these gates that we can construct, which reminded me a bit of Zemeckis' Contact, where it's like, oh, we have to build these large structures, etc., etc.
Satellites. Yeah.
And then
Because yeah, there is a version of Is there a version where he becomes Doom,
see,
or the Maker,
the
or
Maker,
say
yeah, the
Reed?
ultimate universe, yeah,
Yeah. So parang I'm guessing baka they're also opening it up to
maybe.
the dark
Wow.
Reed. But I know but I do what I do like about the kill him part was basically ano kasi at least parang justify if your child is in danger,
Yeah, yeah.
then yeah, para we'll do everything. It's not, yeah, to your point, yung parang Punisher na um just kill people, which by the way, sorry, digression, I recently finished
Born again.
Daredevil Born Again 2 days ago, and it is super good actually.
Wow.
So did you see it?
No, no, but I know that Punisher is in the second season, and then in the next Spider-Man.
Yeah, so he's also in season one.
Okay.
It's good. It's highly recommended.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I get that it's justified in the moment, diba? Parang it's literally after Shalabal's hand entered her womb, and then they barely got away. So you can feel that frightening aspect of it. But it was just a shock for me to see Sue Storm, of all people, tell Johnny, kill her. It's like,
Kill her
damn.
pala, not kill him. Um, di- was this your ano? Oh no, you haven't seen Jessica Alba's ano, but what did you think of the four? Like how they played them? Were
I
they effective?
no, I think the acting was great. I do wish though that the combination, what I always look for in team movies is combination of powers. That's like special sauce that I always look for. So in this movie, my favorite part of that was when, and it's subtle pa eh, when Sue makes a lens with her powers, and then Johnny uses it to burn the eyes of Galactus. I was like,
Mm.
that was good. That was like, I have not seen that, I think.
Yeah. And then, I remember telling Casas when I watched it. And again, like we are Superman people, but people like Pau Valenciano, Carlo Casas, they actually prefer
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Cassis is such a
Really?
doomhead, yeah.
Mhm.
Why?
So I don't know why.
No, well, Doom is a
Sorry.
fascinating character. There's a funny tweet
Yeah.
I saw nga right before this movie came out na parang they're going all out with being so accurate to the comic only for Robert Downey Jr. to show up as Doom at the end. Pero, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate nga those things like so many of the practical sets and props and wherever they could, they tried to do the stunts, you know, with real people and objects and things. And it's such a nod, definitely, to Kirby, to the point that there is a Kirby cameo. I'm sure the
Mhm.
comics fans will catch that. The two guys in the studio, they
Mhm.
look out their window. I also
Yeah.
caught the cameo of the unreleased Roger Corman Fantastic Four cast, which is also cute. And then apparently Alicia, the Natasha Lyonne's character, instead of being Alicia, that we would expect for Ben Grimm, is apparently a nod to Jack Kirby's wife Roz. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it just maybe needed a bit more time to cook also. And also I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if this is fair, but I was like looking for killer dialogue or is that
Mhm.
something I shouldn't look for? But there's no lines that really
Like a
kind of
zinger,
Yeah.
right? Like
yeah,
something
yeah.
that'll
Yeah.
stand out.
Like
Yeah.
even the trailer
Yeah.
lines, it's like
I can't
okay.
remember a single piece of dialogue from this film.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
it's one of the few times that Vanessa Kirby's like really like kind of hamming it up, going as a family. Diba? Na parang, and I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, but it's a line we'd expect. Eh. But even the it's clobbering time, they made it into a tagline from the cartoon. But even when he finally
Yeah.
does say it, it's like it's all right.
Yeah. Oh my God. But remember when the Trank thing happened? It's terrible.
What?
When he says it's clobbering time. The Josh Trank,
Uh
I know, Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, it's actually a good setup. Very like Cronenbergian. But yeah, the third act is truly terrible. So I always feel like even though, Fantastic Four in this century alone, there have been three cinematic iterations. I don't feel really like there's been a version that's blown me away.
except The
So
Incredibles.
except The Incredibles.
And the Incredibles 3 is being made now.
Thank you.
Oh.
I sometimes I wonder if Incredibles 2 was better than 1 because 2 was also
2 is
fab.
underrated, no? Parang,
Super
kasi, but
good.
yeah, 2 is also really good.
The
Yeah.
action set pieces there were
And Catherine Keener as the bad guy. It's like,
yeah.
wow.
I wanted to ask Mel because I know you saw
I did.
Fantastic Four 2.
The Rise of the Silver Surfer.
So Rise of the Silver Surfer is actually the same plot as Fantastic Four
That's what
First
I want.
Steps.
That's why I saw it and I
Yeah,
was like, I don't remember
yeah.
this film
A-
at
And Ramon,
all.
it's written by Mark Frost,
I
the
yeah, yeah. I
co-creator of Twin
remember that.
Peaks.
With
And
And
ano, diba
I
with
remember
no, I just
no,
remember like everyone was
go.
being upset because parang Galactus is a cloud, and then
yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne si diba si Silver Surfer. So it's like Lawrence
yeah.
Fishburne, another guy who has now played two Marvel characters. So
Yeah, but I remember, I guess expectations really have a lot to do with it. I remember watching that movie, and only because there wasn't anything else to watch, and coming out thinking, okay, to ah. But no,
No, oh
the-
my gosh. When I was rewatching it, I couldn't believe how bad it was. Like, this is a
so
bad
two's worse than
movie.
one.
I feel.
Okay,
no, two's better than
Is it?
one. But
That's already
but
better?
but two killed
well,
it.
you know what, Ramon? Why don't you watch them? Why don't you watch, and then you tell us because
But yeah, but there was no three. So parang two killed it.
yeah, there was no three. You are
Dude,
right.
I could not believe that this was greenlit. Parang ganun na,
But
parang,
uh,
oh
but
my
I
God.
can see why they made Galactus a cloud because parang 'di
Because
ba, a
you know why? At
hulking
the
kaiju
time,
naman. Yeah.
I remember at the time they were parang reasoning it out because in the Ultimate Universe, when Ellis wrote Galactus, it was like a swarm of bots, parang ganon. So I think
Okay.
that's what they, let's just make it a cloud. We can't do a big giant guy. It looks too goofy, especially with, I
Yeah.
don't know, Ralph Innocent's nose. It's like, nah. But
That's INC Ralph
that
Innocent.
scene in the ship though was really good. I liked how they did a lot of Dutch angles to really emphasize parang the scale of how big Galactus is, and
Yeah,
then
so my
the
question is,
eyes.
when he went to Earth, why was he just like a kaiju? If he's supposed to be this world-eating, gigantic herald
His
of death,
size always changes and not on purpose, 'di ba? Parang it really parang some
who
comics can be
determines his
so.
size?
No, sure. Well, whoever's working on him at the time, but
Mm.
basically he's basically a skyscraper tall, which is much bigger than the Statue of Liberty. There's that cool shot na you're like,
Mm.
what's this? Ganon. And
Mm.
then but yeah, I mean, but the part nga from just walking around and being tall, 'di ba? Yeah,
Mm.
parang
I thought he was a planet muncher,
yeah, but yun nga,
right?
I mean, 'di ba, would you want to see Ralph Innocent going nom, nom, nom,
Like a
nom.
cookie monster. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
Yeah.
random cookie like that.
'Di
MetLife
ba?
building, nom, nom, Chrysler, nom, nom. Syempre also that would take forever, 'di ba, to eat the planet. Tagal yan.
Yeah.
Pero in di ba, they showed that the machine hollows it out from the inside, etc., etc. But it's always tricky when you're dealing with these celestial beings, literally like the Celestials in Eternals, di
I
ba?
guess,
So
yeah.
And also, like, well, maybe spoiler for the future, but si Franklin kasi, ano yan eh, di ba? He's super powerful.
yeah,
Like,
he's
he can create
basically
pocket universes. Like,
yeah, he's
so,
basically God. Like him and
yeah,
Scarlet Witch are like some of the most powerful because what
yeah,
they will happen. What they want to
yeah.
happen will happen. So it's reality
So they're
alteration.
manifestors.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why
But that's
Galactus
never
wants
gonna.
him because Galactus doesn't want to like keep
Yeah, I get that.
decimating.
I
Uh,
get
No, no, no,
it.
no, no. But apparently, like the hindi naman bad dude si
yeah,
Galactus.
parang
Parang
never na siya magugutom
oh,
kung meron
like
siyang
I don't want to
Oh,
help
buffet.
people. I
that's
just
right.
want someone to create planets for me so I can just eat them at
He's
my own.
just a
Ano.
hangry dude. So
Uh,
he wants to stop being hangry, hungry and
Yes.
angry.
but Franklin kasi is one of those characters, unfortunately, who will always remain as potential because there's nothing to do with the character that powerful is. So he always is like the thing to protect, the thing to take care of. He's going to be more
It's a
important.
Superman problem. The most
Yeah.
powerful being in the
Yeah.
world.
Parang si Gaia, no? What are they gonna do with Gaia? If anyone remembers Gaia.
Gaia.
Si si Emilia Clarke.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and
I scrubbed that sa Super Skrull. Oh my gosh.
I thought she was in Deadpool. Oh,
No,
she was
she's
in Secret
Secret
War.
Invasion, but yeah,
Secret
oh,
Invasion.
nothing, not a mention since. Like I think
Yeah.
even Marvel's trying to scrub that out of their.
Yeah. But apparently she's super powerful. Like
Yeah,
super
because she's the Super
god
Skrull,
level.
diba? She has all the
Yeah.
powers of the ano.
so
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
movie had a big debut weekend, and then now it's like 60% drop off, and I think
Mm.
that's everyone's saying that this is a bad sign for Marvel already.
Well, and maybe that's why they're because this is the last one before December 2026, right?
Last one before
So
Spider-Man,
may
right?
Spider-Man pa. Okay, okay, okay.
Right, Ramon? It's
Yeah.
Spider-Man and then Doomsday.
I'm not sure actually
Yeah.
because they're
But you might be right because there is a Spider-Man trailer that came out yesterday or something.
no,
Yeah, and
that's
then
just the
now
reveal
social
of
media is being
the new
flooded with
suit, the set.
Tom Holland on set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're shooting in
Yeah.
Glasgow. Pero
Um,
I'm not sure actually which comes first because so again, kanina pa naman tayo spoilers pero the post credits the post credit scene
The first one, yeah, was
is again like Thunderbolts was directed on the set of Doomsday by the Russos. So which to me was also like, why are you hiding Downey's face pa since you already announced it to the world?
I
yeah.
think because it wasn't Downey
No,
under
it
the
was.
costume.
It was.
Was it?
Sinabi ni Shackman that was Downey.
What? Then
So,
why did
exactly.
Sayang. Oo.
sayang naman his pera? Oh, his
Oo.
TF.
Maybe that's why. Like, if your face is in this, biglang mag-activate yung you have to pay X amount. I was like,
Oo.
Oh, okay.
forget it.
We solved the
Oh
problem.
man.
Okay,
Oh,
we solved the
galing.
mystery.
Team
I
Oh.
guess.
Anslate.
All right. Woohoo. Okay. Well, I guess that's it
No,
for
no, let's
us
talk
today.
some more. It's all 5 minutes. My 4 minutes
Oh my
pa.
gosh.
What does this bode for the
For
MCU?
Marvel, I don't
I know.
know. I'm
Kasi
gonna.
TV show wise, is there anything? There's the Wakanda one, but that's like historical.
Wonder Man
That
in December, but no one cares about that also
uh,
apparently.
Yeah, I think they're
did
jumping the
you
whole TV thing.
did you finish Ironheart? I didn't
I
even
finished
watch.
Ironheart. It's
It's
not
okay
Yeah,
great.
though,
so
It's not
right?
great.
uh,
I'm a little more not great. I wouldn't even say
okay.
it was okay, which is my frustration kasi is always parang
Uh,
everyone in the show. Sorry, you want to
yeah.
pause?
Sorry, Karylle is ready to her Lee Min Ho review. Oh,
You're
Oh,
gonna put this in the
oh,
middle, right? Like we're not just
yeah.
gonna keep
yeah,
mixing
yeah.
Sige.
universes.
I know.
Hard
Okay,
hard cut
we're
tapos may music.
we're fast forwarding to the future. Okay. What's your Lee Min Ho review?
Hi, everyone. My
Hello.
name's Kay, and I'm Quark's watching movie student.
You know what we watched yesterday? We watched Lee Chang-dong's Oasis.
Wow.
Messed up.
Very
Your
sticky.
Karylle is Quark's new Scarlet.
I am. And I'm having a hard time because every time I try to make a review, it always goes back to he's so handsome.
Me too.
That's
So it's
fine.
He's so
okay.
handsome.
It's fine.
Yeah. Which
We are
brings me
here
to
to
my...
objectify actors.
I'm so sorry to
that's
them.
meta.
I know they're more than just their pretty faces. But yes, I'm so happy because Lee Min Ho is so handsome in Omniscient Reader. And I saw him in personal, and he's so handsome.
Full quote.
And that's it. Yeah, that's just that. Anya Seop, of course, who's famous from K-pop Demon Hunters. Soda Pop. He's my little Soda Pop. Yeah. Yeah, he's also very handsome. And wala, nagpupurian lang sila on stage. But what I
How's
have to say
Jisoo?
about...
Is she handsome?
She's so beautiful. I mean, even the women have beautiful hero shots, which I was telling Quark is different from the Marvel shots. You know how the hero shots are at least different. Because I watched back-to-back superhero movies and I was dying. I told Yael, if the world has to be saved, like, in New York for the nth time, ayoko na talaga. Ano ba kamalasan? I think they need a feng shui master to fix New York.
Everyone
I
has
like-
their bed towards the door. Malas talaga ni New York, no? Malas.
Yeah, that's like too
Thunderbolts,
much.
Captain America, New York na lahat.
Too
Yeah, I was
much.
actually
Ano,
there
Washington pala.
at one point. We had a Philippine Independence Day parade with Jericho Rosales, who stars as
crush.
Quezon in
My crush.
October 15.
Ang ganda. So smooth.
Akala ko mag-end na yung world. Sabi ko, this is the place, where you are, and if you are in a big group of like, kunwari kami, Filipino people, parang, eto na, parating na yung aliens, guys. So, I was happy that superhero movie is not like the norm. So, at least iba naman. Kaya
So
lang,
you're
galit
saying
sila.
if we were to be captured by aliens, it would happen in the Quezon Memorial Circle.
Ay, tingin mo, Quezon Memorial Circle. You're not seen. This is your show.
Mall of Asia area, maybe?
Mega Mall,
EDSA.
maybe? Mega Mall?
EDSA
Ah.
Prague.
Even Rizal Park or
My crossing.
talagang
Boracay?
mall of Asia.
Maybe Boracay. I don't know.
Boracay.
If aliens
Nag-jump shot yung mga tao, tapos parang dead.
Hindi ba dapat
Tapos
parang
tatapakan sila ni
intramuros in the foreground tapos
we don't have a singular landmark where the aliens can attack us. That's our problem.
EDSA.
yung
It's just like an avenue.
Torre de Manila, 'di ba? Nasa likod ng Rizal
Ano?
I'm
Naiyawan.
sorry. Banawi Rice Terraces, di ba?
Hindi, doon na si Thanos nag-retire, di
Doon
ba?
na siya nag-retire. Doon na siya
But
nag-moon.
what would you want to see this, I mean, cinematically? What
I
would
think
be
Chinatown?
Boracay would be a good choice.
Which one?
Boracay.
Boracay.
Yeah, ako, the length of EDSA na, sirain niya.
Yeah, oo.
Para gumanda pa yung traffic, di ba?
Or yung Pasig River area ng para may
Oo.
water, may may Rockwell, may may billboards. Yeah.
Or New York, Cubao.
Pwede.
Di ba?
That, yeah.
Naligaw sila.
Maganda.
Oh my God, New York.
Destroy New
New
York.
York.
Tapos they show up in
This is
Cubao.
wrong.
This is
New York.
smaller than we thought. Brooklyn is right there.
Oh my
What are
gosh.
these porno theaters?
Quark, you have your snippet na for reals. Yeah.
Very good.
But yeah, going back to Omniscient Reader, it's in the subway again. Because I think they like it, no? Yung mga ganong subway scenes. Maganda. Maganda yung mga... Ayaw mo ba?
No, I think people should watch Omniscient Reader.
Yeah, and I like how people are so angry. Because Quark Madaya, he checks the other reviews before he makes his own. Ako, I gave it a 5. And there was a actual review that said, sino ba nagbigay ng 5? Because they're so dedicated to the text, which is the webtoon. Which, you know... I really...
Wow, you gave it a 5, huh?
Bakit?
No.
Hindi ka masaya? Libre na ka ticket mo?
Oo nga, nakita pa natin si Anyo Soap at si, at
Oo
si
nga
Lee
naman.
Min Ho.
Dapat the Lee Min Ho fans will defend that 5-star, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked so good. He looked great in his costume. He did his part well. Meron siyang arc. Oh, what else do we need?
I don't know if he had an arc, to be
He
honest.
did. He did.
Baka hindi pa tapos kasi part 1 lang.
Yeah, part
Yeah,
1.
that's right.
Yeah. Well, we're in there for part 2.
I miss you, KKK.
Miss you. I mean, Ramon and I were so
I know,
close.
it's-
We watched the ballet together. We were
Wow.
seated right beside
Ryan Cayabyab.
national music, a national artist,
Artist
for
for
music,
music.
Ryan Cayabyab, and Mrs. MEC, and right behind national artist for dance, Miss Alice Reyes. They opened the proscenium in Rockwell.
A nice theater.
It's open now. I didn't know that.
Well,
I
was
thought it
this
was
is like a
first ever work.
pre-opening parang event.
Okay.
And
So
it's
parang
really
siyang
nice theater.
Samsung Hall, ganun? Or...
kind of.
Slightly
700
smaller,
pax.
700
Yeah.
seater, yeah.
Grabe,
But it's
Ramon, you're such a
inside
cultural
the-
attaché.
Residences?
Right.
No,
it
no.
is.
Well, it's
By
on the compound,
kainan.
but it's got its own like entrance.
I love how you get invited to cultural things and I get invited to bar openings. So let's just that's how our world works.
And to this day, Warner still doesn't invite us to premieres.
No.
Hello.
I think we
hello.
get invited. We get invited.
Who doesn't invite us? UIP invites us, maybe.
Colombia
Yes,
invites us. So
Yeah. Yeah, Colombia invites. Disney invites Ramon. So
yeah.
Wow.
Netflix.
Netflix maybe, but they don't really
yeah.
have so much events anymore.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay,
At
well,
least we
good
got
mo naman.
invited to one here.
yeah.
When's your Kazan movie coming out?
October
Yeah,
15.
15 October.
Can't repeat it.
Ayan.
Okay.
Is it because it's Quezon City Day or something? No.
No. I don't know. It's done. I think it's August. Maligayang buwan ng wika sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino, mga kababayan natin. Sa darating na Oktubre, ipapalabas na po ang Quezon at ang mga kahanay natin diyan ay si
Are you reading a
Jericho
script?
Echo
Like this is
Rosales.
just coming
Hindi
out.
naman.
Right?
Memory yan.
kasi buwan ng wika ngayon.
Si Romnick Sarmiento.
Pagyamanin natin ang ating kultura. Salamat sa mga nanonood ng End Slate.
Yeah.
Maraming salamat. Sana'y sumali kayo sa aming pagtitipon kasama ng mga national artists.
Yeah.
Mga alagad ng sining, di ba?
Yeah, and we will be expecting you for the
Salamat.
Quezon at
Yes.
maasahan namin na
Magandang iyong pag-review.
hindi, pupunta kayo ni Gerald at ni Jericho doon sa
Sa-
espesyal na
Yes.
episode.
Karylle, can I
Ukol.
just sit beside Jericho
Yes,
when that
okay, got it.
happens? Para I can hold
Okay.
his hand.
Why don't you invite Jericho to Weapons on Monday?
Yeah, you're right. But he's not single anymore, so I don't.
Ay, hindi na ba siya si... ay, sorry.
He's not. Yeah.
It's just for horror.
I don't want to be a usurper. So
Oh, a usurper. Nice
Is that,
word.
is that what happens at horror movies with you? Or
Perhaps.
should we warn, ano?
okay, let's wrap up. Ano ba?
Okay,
It's like-
yes. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Instant wrap.
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but what's coming out?
Next week, Naked Gun.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
invited to that, Ramon. I already messaged them, so
Okay.
I want to go.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, La.
Bye bye.